Hello guys, this is Kev again. This is the part 2 of my C programming language tutorial, and today we're going to talk about arithmetic operations and if statements. On the previous tutorial, we learned about assigning a variable, declaring a data type variable, printing out a variable value, and you learn about user input, console readline, and today we're going to talk about if statements and arithmetic operations. So let's start. First thing I want to do is assign an integer, a variable called x. You can call it whatever you want, and assign a value 5, and make another variable called y. Again, you can call it whatever you want. And one thing to note, if you're assigning a variable, like say another x called 6, you can you can't assign a variable with the same name. So you can do x1 or x2, that'll work. And you also cannot put spaces in your variable because it will get an error. What you can do is you can put an underscore there to make it work. Enough with that, and I want my program to ask me what 5 plus 6 is. So I want to put what is and put the variable in this plus sign, put the variable there, and in between those variables, I want to put my operator. Just gonna put the question mark there. In between, I want to put an operator. So whatever it is, it might be a multiplication, an addition, subtraction, even division. So I'm just gonna do addition, put a semicolon, and again, the program is asking us what 5 plus 6 is. So we have to assign another variable called result because we're gonna want a user input in this question. So let's say result equals, just type that there, which, so I typed in result and I typed int that parse. What int that parse is just, it converts it. It converts the string representation of a number to its 32-bit assigned integer equivalent. So it just converts it because the user input is a string. So it converts whatever the user input to a integer. Let's say I want to check if my answer is correct. This is where the if statement come in. Say if my result is equal to x plus y. This expression right here is a Boolean expression. This expression checks if our result, our user input result, is equals to x plus y. Now, why the double equal sign? Double equal sign checks if a value is equal to. If that is a single equal sign, it assigns a value to result. We don't want that in a Boolean expression. You can also do equals to like this and parentheses. You can also do equals like that if you can read that better. And if our statement is true, we want to run whatever is inside this block. I'm just gonna print out a statement called I'm just gonna print out a statement called correct. And we can also put else. If this statement is wrong or false, this block will run. So in this situation, if it's true and else is false. So I want to print out a I want to print out a string called wrong. Let's try that if that works. It's taking a while. I don't know why. Okay, there we go. What is 5 plus 6? So we know the answer is 11. If I type 12, it prints out wrong. And if I type 11, it prints out correct. So after running our program, we knew that if you type the correct answer, it prints out correct. And if you type the wrong answer, it prints out wrong. Okay, that's just it. What if we change the operator? Let's say 5 minus 6. So if x plus y, let's change that. If x is minus y, let's see if, see, that brings out 5 minus 6. So that's 1. Wrong, because it's negative 1. We want it to be negative 1. Correct. What if you want to divide it? Let's say that and that. Let's say 5 divided by 6. What you can do, okay, enough with this user input. I want to I want to print out the result. Okay, so result is equal x divided by y. You can print out multiple results. You can call a variable multiple times anywhere you want. X plus y result equals x minus y result equal x multiplied by y. So if you run that, no, we have to print it out. 30, it just, so okay, let's say this is our result 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is our result 1, result 2, and result 3, and 4. Result 1. Let's just print all of them out. We have a result 1, 2, 3, and 4. Control F5. See? It's 0. X divided by y is 0. Why is that 0? We all know that's not precise. So what you can do is type in double or decimal if you want your answer to be precise. You also have to put double in your result variable because it will create an error if you don't do that in all of your variable concerning all these expressions. So we do C, so C 0.8333, a lot of 3, 11, negative 1, and 30. So that's how you print out a expression. So what if you want our program, so what if you want a complex expression? Let's name this complex expression. And let's say it is equal to, let's type in 10 divided by 5 times 3 plus 7. You can also do that. If we print that out, we're gonna get the value. So it's 13. 10 divided by 5 multiplied by 3 plus 7 is 13. Okay, there's another thing I missed while I'm doing the if statement. It's the if else or the else if statement. So we want x and y. We're gonna do this again. If we want our program to ask us what to multiply, what to divide, what to subtract, we can make a print statement that says give give value to x. That just prints out give value to x. What you can do to add a user input is put x and remember our conversion and parse and our read line statement. So we're gonna print out our user input x. So give value to x 5. That's boring, just prints out 5. Let's say your your x is, remember our curly brackets and opening and our comma and the variable to the right. Give value to x 78. Your x is 78. Cool, we just created that. What if we want another value and we want to multiply that? So let's create another print statement. Right line, give value to y. I just want to put a space in there. So this opening dash n means it creates a new line. So if we will print that out, let's see what the new line does. It's 67. That's the new line. It gives spaces in between this print statement and this print statement. And we want a user input called y2, parse. And just note you can also do convert to int 32 as a conversion. You can also do that to convert a int variable. And we want to print out what that is. Your y is y. And if you run that, give value to x, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, give value to y, 56, your y is 56. So we can also add something that goes like add add x and y, add x and y. So in this situation, I want to use my result. So result equals console read line. Oh, I forgot to convert it. And opening and closing. Okay, so we want to use our if statement now. If result is equal to x plus y. No, there's no semicolon there. You are correct. You are correct. And we also can use our else if result is less than or equal to x plus y. We can also use that. So what the else if does is it is an alternative. So if this if is false, it will continue running in the else if, and if this is true, then the block in else if statement will run, and if this is false, the block in our else will run. Say wrong. So if we have our we can give value to our x is 6, and 34, add x and y, 40. Yes, it's 40, you're correct. This does nothing at all. I just want to explain to you what else if does. It's just like if, it's just an extension to your if statement. If this statement is false, this will be your alternative if statement. This can be either true or false too. And if it's false, it's gonna continue running on our else. I just want to explain to you what else if is. So that's it for this tutorial. I hope this helped you and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe for more. Thank you.